Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. For today's review, we're taking a look at the MDLX Transformers Sideswipe figure from 3.0. I actually don't really collect a lot of MDLX figures. The last one I bought was Bumblebee, when the Bumblebee movie came out, just because I really liked the design and he had light up eyes. But I do love Transformers, and I don't collect a lot of them. And MDLX are making ones that don't need to be transformed, which is really good because I hate transforming these things and they only stay in robot mode on my shelf. So yeah, so I bought Sideswipe because he's one of my favorite designs. I think the box looks great. It did get me though, because with his eyes lighting up here, I thought this guy also had a light up feature, but he doesn't. Side of the box has nothing really on it, and then the front of the box just has, you know, a window with, you can see the figure and then a picture of the figure here, and this looks great. Unfortunately, like, he doesn't have all this weathering on him. His eyes don't glow, but that's okay. So let's take him out of the box and take a closer look at him. And here he is in his plastic packaging. He comes with a warranty sheet, and then he comes with like a little instruction sheet that kind of tells you everything he comes with, how to move him around, how to swap some pieces, and then the back also includes like how to attach his gun, the range it can go, and then some other legalese from 3.0. But most importantly is opening him up and taking a closer look. Okay, so taking a look at Sideswipe up close, I mean, he looks great. Again, his eyes don't light up, but you can see that they do have like that blue paint on there. So it, in person, it, you know, he still looks like he has life in his eyes, which is good. I hate when they do like a clear, translucent kind of plastic, and then it just looks like the robot is dead on the shelf. The red is really nice, has nice black washing throughout all the paneling. Very classic design. Even the windshield and the side windows are see-through, which is nice. Then taking a look at the feet, he's got that painted like metal look for the exhaust pipes, and then his feet, and then he's got the wheels. These wheels do spin. They're not like a soft rubber, but they do spin at least, so that's cool. Then you got the spoiler back here. And I have to take this plastic off his legs, but I don't think that's going to hinder any articulation. So, yeah. Speaking of articulation, we can get right into that. So his head is on like a single, or it's like a really tiny ball. It's like a double ball peg, but it's really small. And it comes off easily if you push it too far, but it also goes on pretty easily. So he looks down about that much without taking his head off. With the head and neck, he can look up about that much. The neck, again, does afford all kind of movement. His head popping off is kind of annoying. I can see if he fell off your shelf or something, his head could probably go flying and you might not be able to find it, depending. But his shoulders, let's see, they go up about this much. And I haven't messed with a MDLX figure in a while, but I know a lot of this is die cast. And he does have a butterfly joint. So his arms come into about that much, which is good. Then from the back, nothing crazy. I want to say this extends like the Iron Man figures, but I'm not going to push it. He does have a bicep swivel. He has double jointed elbows. And then this, like, I don't know, is this a car door piece? Like, can pivot on his arm on like a little ball joint. Then for his hands, he's got a ball joint. It doesn't even look like a ball hinge. Yeah, it's just a single ball joint. And it's limited range, but I mean, he doesn't come with a lot of stuff to do with his hands anyway. And then for his waist, going back, is really nothing. Like, you can't get him to go back at all. But forward, he goes forward about that much, and then on the back you can see the spine here, which is really cool. And for a waist twist, it doesn't twist easily, and it's not going anywhere, so I'm not going to push it. If you get yours, you can definitely push it and let me know in the comments if he does have a waist twist. Legs do kick out all the way. Unfortunately, if you push it too far, like you just saw, this little hip piece comes off, which is just on a ball joint. But he can get full Jean-Claude Van Damme splits, which is cool. And then you can kick forward, and then this hip piece moves out of the way about that much. Does have double jointed knees, which is good. The pistons or the mufflers will hit, you know, his crotch right there, so you'll know when to stop moving. He does have a thigh swivel up here. And then for the feet, he's kind of got like a, reminds me of like the Mega Man True Force figures, or just any Mega Man figure really, whereas like his foot is tucked underneath this like boot covering. So moving it up, it's about that much, not a lot. Moving it down, the spoiler does kind of get out of the way, but not a ton. And then ankle rocker. On the instructions it said that it went pretty far, but a lot of this I'm just kind of scared to move. Like, I can see the articulation in there, but kind of scared to move it around. There we go. That's probably about as far as his ankle's gonna pivot. And then he has a toe joint. But yeah, I mean, he has enough articulation, I mean, to get into all the poses you want him to, like from the packaging. I wasn't expecting anything crazy because it is a, you know, it's a transformer, it's a big robot. They don't, you know, move like a normal anime figure would. But I think he does enough, you know, and he looks good in like a vanilla pose too. Like, I don't think he looks weird or anything, just like standing there on the shelf. Now that we're done with articulation, let's take a look at his accessories. And for accessories, he comes with two just like relaxed hands. He has fist hands on him in the packaging, but these hands are really nice. Let me zoom in real quick. Got really nice sculpt. You can see, like, you know, the different pieces of the hand. I'm glad none of these are like articulated. It's kind of a soft plastic, but not really. And then he comes with two gripping hands. And then he comes with these two different piston pieces. They call them pistons in the instructions. You just attach onto his hands. And then he comes with this gun, which you can make him hold. And then he comes with this cannon that you can mount onto his shoulder, and that looks really cool. It's got a scope. It's really nicely painted. And it's two tones of like a regular silver and then like a gunmetal silver up here on the scope, which is cool. I'm guessing if you had some blast effects, you could probably stick it in here and it would stay. But let me see about... Okay, let's see. So if you remove... If you remove one of the covers on his shoulders, you can just place it up there. It's actually kind of hard to get in there. Okay, there we go. So now you can kind of see him with how he looks with that on. And it was just removing the tiny red piece that's up there. So yeah, don't lose that. That's very small. Definitely going to be eaten by the carpet if it falls on the floor. This looks cool. And it's easy to pull off. I'm pretty sure that wasn't seated all the way in there, but that's okay. Yeah, so he doesn't come with a ton, but I mean, he probably comes with enough. I haven't watched Transformers in like forever, so I don't know if he comes with anything extra special or does anything extra special. But yeah, can't complain about that. Let's get into some size comparison. Okay, so for size comparisons, you guys already know this guy's not going to be in scale with anything that you own. Transformers are supposed to be huge, and humans are supposed to be very tiny compared to them, so you're going to have to really fudge that photo in order to make it look realistic. But this is what he looks like next to some SH Figure Arts, the full power Super Saiyan Goku, and then the 1.0 Vegeta. And then here he is next to Spider-Man and Miles Morales. This is the CT Toys version. Yeah, he's definitely just in scale with these guys. He's not going to be any bigger. Actually, I think... No, Spider-Man is maybe like just a little bit shorter than he is. So yeah, looks good though. Then here he is standing next to a Jada Toys DJ and then a Marvel Legends Iron Man. And then if you want to have him on the shelf with like 80s nostalgia, here he is next to a movie, Leonardo, sorry, from the NECA TMNT line. I think they'd look pretty cool standing together on the shelf. If you have all the Autobots from the 3-0 line, I think that'd be pretty cool. But yeah, again, this guy is way too small. He's never going to be in scale. And honestly, I think you'd need probably like a Hot Toys and even to try to be in scale with any of the 1/12 scale figures. And for final thoughts, I mean, I'm glad I bought this guy. I wasn't really planning on doing so, but he did look cool, and I did already pre-order Jazz, who's actually my favorite Autobot. So I was like, well, I guess I'll get another one to put on my shelf, and I like Sideswipe, so... 3-0 did a great job with him. Again, I don't know what other things could have came with him, except maybe like some blast effects. It would have been cool if his head could light up like it does on the box, but it doesn't. I still don't know about the waist swivel, so that's interesting to me. If he does have it, if he doesn't, that's fine, but if he does, mine just seems kind of stuck. It's a really nice figure, and it's not super expensive, so if you're looking to pick this guy up, I got mine from Big Bad Toy Store. You can find them for cheaper maybe on another import site or something like that. Go ahead, go for it. Or just if you just really like this guy, I definitely recommend it. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Have a great day, and thanks for watching.